Okay, good morning to all. Today I'll show you the 8th program, that is call and save application, making a call and saving the contact number. So question is, create an activity like a phone dialer with call and save buttons. On pressing the call button, it must call the phone number, and on pressing the save button, it must save the number to the phone contact. Okay. So this is the UI which you need to create. Okay. Title with the name call and save application. So edit text for reading the number. So delete button. So as we did in that calculator program. Okay. Similarly, delete button to erase the numbers. And then this simple keypad you need to design with call and save. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star 0, hash, call and save. So we'll quickly create this. I've already kept my Android Studio open just to save the time. So I have created the project with the name call and save. Okay. I'll go to the code. So let us design the UI first. So again, I prefer using the linear layout. So linear. So layout. So outer, we are going to write nested linear layouts here. Outer linear layout orientation, will keep it to vertical. And this text view, I'll remove this and I'll change it to call and save application. Call and save application. So width, we can make it as match parent. And then text and color will increase. Color and then size, text size 13 sp. So ID is not necessary for that. This, okay. This is just for displaying the title of the activity. I just click on the design now. So here, let me align it to the center. Text alignment, center. Now this is how it is looking. Now just below this, so we got to create an edit text with a delete button. So now I have to go for using a listed linear layout here. So inside that outer linear layout, I am writing one more linear layout. Again, width I say wrap content, height also, wrap content. Okay, sorry. This width will just say it as match parent. Match parent. So I'm making space for adding additional attributes here. So orientation, I'll take it as horizontal because I need two elements now, two UI elements in the same row, one edit text and one button. So horizontal orientation, and then so we'll add the layout gravity to center. Okay. So let me bring that closing angle bracket here. Now, so inside this, one edit text is required. Edit text. So I'll say match wrap content. and height also wrap content. ID is required for this because we need to read the number what we enter here for dialing or saving. So let me give the ID of this as number, and then int text for this I'm entering as enter the number to dial or save. Yeah, let us see now how it looks in the design. So like this. So call and save application. So just so I have the edit text created, and in text is enter the number to dial or save. I go to the code back. So after that we need a button. Again wrap content. So height also wrap content. So ID to this I'll give it as delete, and text on the button I'll display as del. On click, so we'll call the method with the name delete. Okay. Now design, if we go back again, so this is how it is looking. Okay. So let me align it to the center. Okay, I've taken gravity. Okay. So this one, let me say wrap content and see the design. Yeah, now it is aligned center. Okay. So this, instead of making it as match parent, the inner linear layout, instead of saying width as match parent, just say it as wrap content. So now we this edit text and delete. So align center. So next, after that, say we got to create these buttons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, 3 in a row. Now I need one more nested linear layout now. So what I'll do is I'll copy this, or let me create one, and the next one I go for copy pasting. So linear layout, width wrap content, height wrap content, and here again orientation. So we got to make it as horizontal, and let me add the layout gravity also to center. Okay. So I'll bring this back here. So that is what I follow normally always. Next. So we need buttons, 3 buttons. Wrap content, always, everywhere wrap content it is now. Then ID to this, let me give it as 1 because I'm creating the button 1 now, and then text to be displayed on the button as 1, and then on click, let me call the method 1. So if you want on all the buttons you can call only one method, and then inside the code you can go for matching the text and then go for appropriately reading the character. Now what I do is I go for creating separate methods for every button. Okay. So if you want you can do that way also. Next, second button I am creating now. Wrap content, ID 2, then text is 2, on click call 2. So one more, ID, so we'll give it as 3. Oh, let me use the word 3, and then text is 3, and then on click 3. Now if I go to design, so this is it's looking 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now I'll copy this linear layout, innermost linear layout, which has 3 buttons, and then I come here just after this, and before the closing linear layout tag for the outermost one, I paste it here, and then here. So now till 3 we have done. Now this I'll make it as 4, and text to display on the button as 4, digit 4, and on click 4 again. Now this is 5, text to display 5. So on click, call the method with the name 5. And similarly 6. So text to display 6. On click, call 6. Okay. So we are done with the second row also. Okay. Next 7, 8, 9. So now again I go for copying this inner linear layout. Make space here, paste. Now I give it as 7, 7, and change this to 7. And this is 8. So on click, call the method with the name 8. Now 9, text to display is 9, and call the method 9. Okay. So we are done with the next row also. 1, 2, 3 till 9 we are done. So next thing is, here you should have star, 0, and hash. Okay. After that, call and save. So I'm copying this again. Now here I need star. Let me give the ID as star itself, and text to display is star. On click, I call the method name star, and then here 0, middle I need 0, ID is 0, text is 0, and on click 0. And next we have the last hash, and then text to display hash, and the method to call is hash. Okay. So we are done with the last star, 0, and hash. Next is save and call and save. Okay. Only 2 things I need. So let me copy this layout. Now I'll remove this last one because we need only 2 things. This I'm removing. Now here this button, I'll give the ID as call, and text to display is call in uppercase, and method I just on click I call it as call, and this one is for saving. Save. Save, and this is on click, call the method save. So this much. Let me go to the design and see now. So this is how it looks now. Okay, I think I have not changed here. Yeah, I've changed it, but it's taking some time. So this I've changed it to save, but yeah, it came now. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star 0 hash, call and save, delete button. So now we'll go for writing the Java code. Now here, so I need to create one object for this particular, in order to make it to point to this particular edit text. So only one edit text object I need to create. So where we create that? Inside the main activity. So we create it globally, edit text. I'll call it as num. So name of the object, I've taken it as num, and inside onCreate, make this num to point to the edit text element. So num is equal to find view by id, r dot id dot. So I have given the id of the edit text as number. Okay, so I'm choosing it. So done. So next what we will do is, first we'll finish writing for the delete button. Okay. So delete, I've already shown you people earlier. So when we were understanding the simple calculator program, delete we have written. Okay. Now again we'll go for writing it. Public void, name of the method is delete view v. Then here, so first I have to read the number entered in the edit text. Now how do I read? Let me create a string variable here. So string, okay, I made a mistake here, public pub. So string, let me take the name of the variable as my num is equal to, my number is equal to. So I need to get it. How do I get the text from the edit text? By using this object. So num, because num is pointing to that. Num dot get text, convert it into string. After this, I just say my num is equal to my num. On this string, I call substring. Okay, my num dot substring. Now I select from the characters from 0th index to my num dot length minus 1. So why we are doing minus 1? Because the last one I don't want. I need to exclude it. Okay. So because it is deleting from the right to left. Okay. So in the simple calculator, we did it both the ways. Deleting from right to left and deleting from left to right. Both the things we did it. So only one is enough here. Deleting from right hand to left hand is enough. Now you set your updated number, my num, to the edit text. Now how to do that? My num dot set text. Oh, sorry, not my num, because my object is num dot set text to my num. This much. So we are done with the delete. So now we'll go for reading. So when I click on these buttons, I need to read, and I should go for appending all these digits what I tap on these buttons in the edit text. Now for every button I'm writing a separate method. So let us write for the first one now, one public void. So name of the method which I'm calling is one. So the one is the one which we defined in XML. Okay. Now here easy it is, simple, num dot, it is not set now, you cannot use set, you got to use append, because every time you're tapping on the button, the text should get appended to the previous content. Append So since you're tapping on the button 1, what it should append is 1. Now what I'll do is let me copy the same thing and repeat it for all. So now 2, append 2, 3, append 3, 4, append 4, 5, append 5, 6, 7, append 7, 8, append 8, 9, append 9, and then we have star, append star, and then we have 0, append 0, then we have last hash, append. So we are done. So for all we have written. Next we got to write the definition for call and save. Okay. So first we will write it for call. Just here, public void. So name of the method is call view v. Now here, first I'll read the number. Okay. So as we did in the delete, string, take a string variable. So I'll take again my num as the variable is equal to, so num dot get text to string. So after getting the number, so you got to create the intent. So because you got to dial the number now, you got to call the number. When you want to call the number, you have to use the intent which is there in the add point. Okay. So I'm creating an intent object. So intent I is equal to new intent dot new intent new intent. Now intent INTE, yeah. So intent, so this one intent dot action dial. Okay, you got to take this. So this is the Android activity which is going to make the dial. So comma URI, next parameter is URI dot, so start with uppercase U, URI. So if you start with the lowercase u, you'll not get that list. You got to start with the uppercase U. URI dot parse. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, URI dot parse. This one. So I'm pressing enter. Now here you got to tell what you're passing is a number to dial. Okay, how to inform that? So by writing TEL and you got to put a semicolon. And you got to put a semicolon. Okay, and then comma. Second parameter to parse is a number. Okay, oh sorry, no comma, plus my num. and then end here. Okay. So this is compulsory. You got to tell this is the number to dial. Okay. How to indicate that? By writing TEL and a colon. Okay. And there is no comma. URI.paths. So to this TEL colon, I'm appending my number, which I'm reading from the edit text. After this, you can start the activity. Start activity I. Okay. So this much you got to do. This is the call. Done it is. Okay. Call is done. So next thing what we got to do is, so we got to write the definition for saving. Okay. Now I'm writing public void save view v. So again we got to read the number. So I'll copy this. I've read the number. So now again I got to create an intent. Okay. So Android intent. Android intent. Intent I is equal to new intent. Now here again intent, it's a different activity. It's an action insert. I'll show you again. Intent, say action insert, this one. Okay. Action insert, comma. So there is something called as contacts, because you got to add your number to the phone contacts. CON, yeah, contacts, contract, dot contacts, dot content URL. So this is how, yeah, and you got to remember this. Okay. Next. So next, to this intent, I need to add my data. So even earlier you understood put extras. So we used this in sign up and sign in activity. It's the same thing. So there we were sending multiple data, but now we are not sending multiple data. It is only so one single pair of key value pair of data. So put extra. Okay, put extra. Now again, contact dot contract dot contacts dot intents sorry, not contacts, it is contract dot intents dot insert dot phone, comma, so write minor. This is what the number which I need to insert. Now finally, start activity I. Start activity I, this one. So you got to remember here intent action dial and here intent action insert. Okay, and how to access the contacts by writing this. Okay, and how to insert. So you got to, so this is the data which you are adding. So your intent carries the data. When you start the activity, when this action insert activity starts running, it takes the data from here and saves it to your contacts. Okay. Now we are done with writing everything. We have written for delete, we have written for all the buttons to read, and then so call and save, everything is written. So now what I'm doing, I'm running it. So these things you have to remember. Intent action dial you have to remember. Intent action insert you have to remember. Okay. And the rest of here, if you make some mistakes also while writing, that's okay, because when you're doing, you'll get it. Okay. But these things you should not make mistake. You should know which is the intent that should be called for dialing, and which is the intent that should be called for what saving the contact number. So Gradle build running is still happening. Still running. Takes so much of time. So now it is installing. So launching the activity. Yeah, succeeded. Yeah. So application is running. So we'll go for entering the number. So let me input my own number. So 9980119894. So let us check whether delete is working. So I delete now. So from the right side it gets deleted. It should get deleted. See, 4 is erased, 9 is erased, 8 is erased, 9 is erased. So delete is working. Fine. Okay. Now 99. Let me put again. 80119894. Now I'll call now. Let us see whether the call works now. I've clicked on call. See, it's calling the Android intent activity dialer. Okay. See, it's calling me. Calling Harish. Okay. So you can make it as an APK and put to your phone. So you can call. Okay. So I'm stopping now. So I move back. Okay. So now let me save this. I click on save. It is starting the Android intent activity. See, add new contact. So I can give a name here. Harish Kumar BT. So you can enter all these details, email ID, phone, everything you can enter. So after doing this, you got to click here. That means fine, save. Okay, click here. See, contact saved, and it got saved. Okay. Next, I go back. That's it. So understood now? Say if I go to contacts, I can open it again. So did you understand? So let me go to the contacts. I'll show you. See, Harish Kumar BT is saved. So did you understand? Hello?
Yes, sir, it was clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm stopping recording now.